Happy Tuesday to you, and welcome to the Lean Improvement of the Day in Scheduling. Today we're going to be talking about the Team Member app. The Team Member app is an app that you can collect status from the field directly from your iPad, your iPhone, or even on your computer. Today I'm going to be showing that to you on my computer, but this can be done from an iPhone or an iPad. So one thing we're going to look at today with the Team Member app is how do we do a make-ready schedule? How do we make the work ready for future work that's coming down the line? Here at Oakland, we have adopted about 6 weeks out is when we need to start making the work ready so that when it comes time to execute, we're ready to rock and roll. What we have currently in our make-ready schedule is, and I'll switch over to P6 to actually show you, we have this layout that shows these couple of items on these activities, right? We know when we're going to start, we're going to finish, and we're looking 6 weeks out. And these are the activity, and this schedule is huge, so there's tons of activities in the next 6 weeks. And I haven't really done a lot of this in this project, so I'll show it to you when we get to Team Member. But right now in the actual P6 Pro, I'm showing that we have pre-install meeting, JHA, equipment, manpower information, pull plan, and all these are user-defined fields that I've set up to have an indicator. Indicators are just showing you red, yellow, green, or a star, right? And right here I can drop down and show you what those are. Now we can collect this status from the superintendents that are driving this to make sure that all of these items are ready to go for this activity that's 6 weeks out. Now it's actually from the data date, or from now until 6 weeks from now, and the data date is off on this, so it's not today currently, 2020. It's back in the day. This is a test project, but you'll get the idea of, okay, if I was looking at an activity that's sheathing sequence 121 or whatever this is, right? You'd say, okay, yeah, the pre-install, we've had the pre-install meeting for this. They're working on their JHA. They know the hazards, waiting for that to be turned in, or just whatever it is. Equipment, we talked about their equipment. They have the forklift already on site, or whatever they need. They have sufficient manpower already on site, or maybe it's coming on that day. They said that they have it. We feel confident about that. All the information regarding this, and they attended our pro plan, or no, they didn't, or we have it scheduled, it's out in the future. Whatever this information is, you're giving that red, yellow, green on all of these activities. If it's something you want to flag for later, you could use the star. Kind of the sky's the limit, and the interpretation of this is kind of up to the team. It doesn't necessarily mean one thing or another, other than green would mean yes, it's taken care of and that's done, or red, it's not done, or outstanding, or not going to be good, or they don't have this equipment lined up and I don't have a plan for it currently. Maybe it would be red, or whatever that would be. So now if we transfer over to the team member side, and if I were a superintendent looking at all my activities, I could click on this one. Let's say new test activity number 1. Let's pretend that's an activity, and the activity name would show up right here, right? It would say steel, or whatever this activity is, right? The activity name would show here, and I could go over to my codes and UDF section right here, and I could say, okay, do I have the equipment lined up? Yes. For this fake activity, yes, we have that equipment lined up. Do we have the manpower? Yes, we do. I just called him and I talked to him. Yes, we do. We sat down in a pre-install meeting 2 weeks ago. Yes, we're good. Or, and you'd sit and you'd put all the status for this activity. You go to your next activity in your list. You say, okay, and it might behoove you to, when you're doing this, if you have all the activities in the entire schedule right here, like this has, that's way too much to sit and go through. Whoa. You might want to just do your time frame filter. And this thing is, oh, maybe I have to save the update before I turn the filter on. Maybe you put this month or next month, or next 2 months or something like that, So you can go through and start collecting the status of these. Okay, here's this activity in the next little while. So let's look at that. Oh, you know what? They were asking me for some information. No, they don't have the information they need. We have not held a pre-install meeting, but we do have a date set for it, so I'm going to put it to yellow. JHA, we haven't talked to them about it, so no, that's a red. We required them to give us manpower counts in with their prime contract, and that's already set, so yes, that's good. I've already talked to them because we need to line this out, whatever this is. So the equipment, no, we haven't talked to them about that yet. Yeah, so that's kind of where that's at. And then you just kind of go through these and set these to where you're at. And if they come up, like say this is the first week that this appears here and we need to go through our make ready plan, you'd call them up and say, hey, so in 6 weeks you're going to be out here. Do you have all the equipment to set your gravel base course? We need you to have this, the loader you're going to use to do this, or the skid, are you going to use a skid steer? What type of equipment are you going to use? Do you have it available? Is it going to be ready on this day? When are you going to deliver it? The day before, that's probably best. So come that first day when this is going to start, October 20th of 2017, we're hitting the ground running. Boom. Okay, so we have equipment. Manpower. Who's going to be running that loader? Who else do you need on site? What other staff? Who's going to be helping hold grading poles, and who's going to be spot check? Who's going to be on the water truck? Where's the water? Is the water truck going to be there? What other information do you need from us? Do you have all the information to know the cuts and fills and what we're doing here? Pre-install meeting. We haven't held that yet. We haven't had you guys out on site. We need you here. When can you be here? Oh, you can be here this Tuesday. That actually works. So now we have a plan for that. Okay. And part of that, we need to make sure that you're starting to fill out your JHA so that you understand the problems even before you get on site and we start work. That shouldn't be like a pencil whipped thing right before we start. So let's put that for talking about that during our pre-install meeting. As we start to plan those things out, that will make the work ready. So when we come up to the time frame of actual execution, we just go to work. Everything's already lined out. It's looking far enough ahead and making that ready so when the time comes, boom, we can execute. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope this can be a tool that can be helpful to everyone at Oakland and across the board. If you have any questions, again, reach out to us. We are absolutely willing to help in whatever way we can. We'll see you on the next one.